It's again rumored that Aquaman 2 is a big mess as there are claims recent test screenings have been held which are disastrous. And guess who is squarely to blame? Well, say it with me, Amber Heard. This isn't the first time there has been mention of problems surrounding Aquaman 2 as last summer saw. It said Warner Bros. CEO David Zaslav wasn't at all happy with the film, and then a few days later, the announcement about the release date getting pushed back was made. Now, 4 different sources claim that Warner Bros. Held Aquaman 2 test screenings, and they weren't any good, especially considering the negative publicity Amber brought the franchise during her bitter court battle with Johnny Depp. So, what has the lead actor Jason Momoa said about the flop test screening? And does he regret working with Amber? Stick around for more juice. The DCU's final movies have essentially been rendered insignificant, as proved by an update regarding Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. The franchise has been in a constant state of flux for months now, and while James Gunn and Peter Safran taking over as heads of DC Studios in December might steady the sinking ship, its future might be coming at the expense of its current slate. Henry Cavill's out as Superman, Patty Jenkins has left Wonder Woman 3, and Jason Momoa may be moving to a new role following Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. But DCU's biggest worry at the moment is the negative feedback its soon-to-be-out project, Aquaman 2, is facing. The sequel to Jason Momoa's movie has already been through massive reshoots and controversies regarding the involvement of Amber Heard. After her trial against Johnny Depp, fans have been against her being a part of the movie rather than giving her minimum screen time. However, now it may seem as if the movie had undergone a set of changes before it releases, but it appears the damage is already done. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom have been delayed multiple times and even faced a fair share of issues due to many reasons. From Amber Heard playing Mira to now Jason Momoa praising Ezra Miller, fans are not happy with the actors involved in the movie. A while ago, it was said that the movie had to go through various reshoots. Some even hint at the fact that Ben Affleck's involvement in the film was increased from a cameo to a side character in order to shadow Amber being a part of the film. The latest test screening of the movie proved that it had to go through some massive plot changes. Even though a lot of the script had been switched, reportedly Amber Heard will still be a part of the film. Fans are seemingly concerned upon learning of the changes taking place and wonder if the script would in any way suffer or improve. It also brings into question the involvement of Ben Affleck in the movie and whether or not the changes would influence it. James Wan has been working day and night to make the movie as best as he can. However, ultimately it will mark the end of the Aquaman series. James Gunn had earlier confirmed that this would be the final movie for the King of Atlantis. While it can be speculated whether or not the changes taking place were specifically targeted to keep the movie as a part of the DCU, that would unfortunately not be the case. The movie will not have any ties to the franchise and will exist on its own grounds. This could only benefit the franchise as having ties to Amber Heard, who is already regarded as a controversial actress at the moment, will only affect the fresh start. Having ties to the old will only keep them from exploring the new, especially since a big goal for Gunn is to break anything that was connected to Zack Snyder's set plot. So, what are some fan reactions regarding Aquaman's test screenings? Casey Walsh tweeted, "Sounds like it went through some significant plot changes, not anything DCU related." Viewer Anson also said in a deleted tweet, "I'll be honest, we're half a dozen tests screening in and it's not looking great. I consistently heard over the last half year or so that it's boring, not as good as the first, and potentially one of the worst DCEU movies." Big Screen Leaks also tweeted, "There's a reason I've been avoiding any questions about Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, but since a viewer Anon put it out there, it brings me no joy to back him up and tell you that test screenings for this film have not been good. Really hoping Wan fixes this movie before December." Fake Screen Leaks added, "I heard that something that almost never happened in test screenings happened with this movie. They're really going to need to fix this one and fix it fast." Viewer Anon responded, "This is one of the bad things about being a scooper. I don't want to shit on movies, but at a certain point when people know there have been a lot of test screenings, our silence becomes pretty telling. I like Wan. I know he's had a rough time on this one. I hope it works out." Jeff Snyder then added his 2 cents and noted Aquaman 2 tanking is probably the reason Jason Momoa will continue as Lobo in James Gunn's new DCU. "I hear it's terrible and that's why Momoa is gonna be Lobo going forward. But they can't say that yet because then it would be a lame duck. And DC is hoping to wring another billion out of the box office. The first one was awful too, so not a huge surprise," tweeted Snyder. Worth a mention is that it was also questioned if Amber Heard as Mira is to blame for Aquaman 2 being so bad. But according to all the test screenings, Amber Heard and Mira aren't even in the flick a lot. It appears the fans are already living true to their threat of boycotting the movie even before it hits the big screen. They had promised during the Johnny Depp defamation trial that the movie would be a flop, provided Amber is in it, and it seems the prophecy is coming to pass. As most know, Amber has also faced a huge reduction in her role compared to the first installment of DC Extended Universe. She claimed that it was due to the defamation trial that she suffered the setback. In addition, it was revealed that she failed to receive any hike for the sequel, while Jason Momoa went from a remuneration of $3 million to $15 million. Additionally, as you may be aware, it was during the UK trial that Johnny Depp even lost Fantastic Beasts 3. The actor had even shot for a day but was ousted, irrespective. On the other hand, everyone knows how badly fans want him to return to the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, but Disney has decided to move on with a spin-off starring Margot Robbie. It was from that point that netizens began demanding Amber be removed from Aquaman 2, or they won't watch the film. Many fans have even apologized to Jason Momoa, saying they love him but still won't watch Aquaman 2 because their disliking for Amber Heard exceeds that love. A user wrote, "The reason people would go see Aquaman 2 is for Jason Momoa, but I don't think even he can save this film if Warner Bros. Insists on keeping Amber Heard. I mean, holy shit, there's nearly 5 million signatures to get rid of her and it's still going strong." Another wrote, "My deepest plus greatest apologies to Jason Momoa at Pride of Gypsies J. To at Warner Bros, I will not pay any amount of $ to see Aquaman 2 so long as that psychopathic bitch #AmberTurd is in it." A Johnny Depp supporter shared, "Love Jason Momoa, but I'm not going to watch Aquaman 2 with the H in it. Sorry at WB Pictures, but I'm disappointed in your horrible decision. Ain't watching Aquaman 2 unless Mira is 100% gone. That kind of an abuser doesn't deserve to be in a film with Jason Momoa. Honestly, she doesn't deserve shit." Another added, "The movie was originally set for December 16, 2022, before its date was pushed back to March 17, 2023 to allow time for VFX to be finished. Warner Bros. Discovery then shifted it back to its current date to spread out marketing costs for 2023. The sequel was filmed in June 2021, January 2022, and underwent some reshoots in July 2022. Hopefully, that means the December 2023 date will be met. We'll be waiting almost as long as Arthur was to reunite with his mother, Atlanta, for a trailer. Don't expect anything major until the middle of 2023, probably. But unless DCU pulls some magic card, we can guarantee you that the movie is destined to be an epic fail." And that's it from us today. Until next time, bye.